look at what the AB thing did. Just to hit on that real quickly. The AB trade got the Bills the phone call about OBJ. Gettleman called Bean. Bean didn't call Gettleman. Gettleman called Bean, saying, "Hey, I'm looking at moving OBJ. Are you interested? I know you just missed out on Brown. You want in on OBJ." That's what that move did. It got you that phone call. A phone call you never would have gotten ahead of time.
Yep.
Because we've talked about Bean and Gettleman. Just because they work together in Carolina, that doesn't mean that they necessarily even get along.
Yeah. But they do have familiarity.
Right, they do. Enough where you can pick up the phone and say, "Listen, I know you just lost out on this guy. Obviously, you're interested. Where are you at?"
Could you imagine, though, if that ended up transpiring?
What, OBJ?
Yeah, think about it. Did Cleveland gave up what, a first, a third, and Peppers, right?
Yep. We would have had to give up a player, obviously.
Yeah. Would you trade first, third, and Hyde?
I'm not giving up a first. I mean, here's the deal. Had you traded back,
there are probably people that would have for OBJ.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, now that the dust is settled on free agency, we got two guys that are good.
Right.
That can come in and can start and play right away. Well, I understand that. We got Foster, we got Jones, we got all these guys now. Okay, we have a committee of wide receivers that could do the job.
But at the time,
yeah, at the time, okay.
So the reason that I liked the circumstances around the Brown trade was while you gave up 9, you got back 20, right? So you still have a first round pick here.
True.
The Giants, you can't give them that. If you give up a first round pick, you're giving them a pick that's not far behind theirs already.
Yeah.
So, Cleveland was obviously a little bit of a different situation. Had the Bills traded back to 15, 16, 17,
which they can now.
Which they can still do, right? And gotten OBJ, so you didn't give up the 9th. Had you gotten some other assets in for 9 and then traded that, that drop down first round pick for OBJ, a third, and Micah Hyde, I might be a little okay with it. I still don't like the person that OBJ is. So I struggle with him off the field. Not saying that he's a bad guy, but there's enough that goes on from an antics perspective that makes me a little worried about bringing him in.
I'm so mad right now.
Why?
I'm so mad. Because I always think of is it the butterfly effect, the things that happen?
Yeah.
Imagine this scenario. The Bills trade a first, a third, and Hyde, because that's what the going cost was.
Right.
For OBJ.
Right.
This fallout occurs. You don't have a first-round pick. Chiefs just cut Eric Berry. You sign him as your safety. Now you got OBJ and Berry, because he's got familiarity, obviously. Yeah. He comes in. And now you don't have a first or a third, but you got Eric Berry and OBJ now on your team. What?
But Barry's been consistently hurt, he's lost a lot of time.
He's the same model of safety that the Bills run. Though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
100% agree.
Oh yeah. The
100%.
Injury, like I agree with you on the personality standpoint as far as OBJ goes. I don't know. The Bills are willing to take that personality. Yeah. I don't know what he's coming from New York.
If you're developing a young wide receiver,
that's what I understand. He's coming from New York. He's coming to Buffalo. What? Yeah. What's he gonna do? He's gonna lose his mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit. Big culture shock. Big culture shock.
Yeah.
I'm curious how he would be with less attention on it. Would he want more, or would he be like, you know what, not having all eyes on me all the time?
It's kind of nice.
This is kind of nice. You never know until you put a guy in that scenario. Some guys really want to be in the spotlight. That's what they think their NFL career is about, is being in the spotlight. There's other guys that are like,
good luck him walking into like Wegmans and no one noticing him though. Hey, look, it's Coco Beware. Oh, wait.
Oh, stop it. Coco Beware. 1994 called. They want their reference back. Coco Beware.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that the blue macaw is now extinct?
Yeah. It's coming from the guy that didn't know Jerry Rice and Joe Montana were drafted 6 years apart.
Listen, if it happened before, what year is it?
What is it now?
Yeah, it's what,
20 years?
Yeah, 20 years. Yeah, so anything that happened in 1999 or before is irrelevant in the world of football, in my opinion.
I hate it.
Not saying that our commenters references to previous Bills regimes are
How is it
relevant
not
'cause they're
relevant?
not. It's not that they're not.
How is it not relevant?
I just don't put the same weight to it that other people do.
How are you going to completely ignore the year Frank Gore was drafted? It is.
9. It's just too high.
But then you can grasp it. You're grasping. I mean, I know it's 9 and it's 17 because that's what they were.
Right.
And they traded their second third round pick, so it wasn't their
Right.
first; it was their second. Okay, so that's a little bit further down the line as well. The Bills. It's a fascinating thing to think about because you can grasp just exactly what the Browns gave up for one player.
Yeah.
To make that offense as explosive as possible, they gave up Jabril Peppers, who can play everywhere, and 2 4-year, 1 5-year, 1 4-year controllable contract for OBJ.
Yep.
If they don't go 0-8, Kitchens may be looking for another job next year.
They gave up 2 starters because you're assuming that a first and a third are both starters.
3
right?
with Peppers too.
And then you lose Peppers. You
Yeah.
lost 3 starters for OBJ.
And if you think that his play is enough for 3 people, wow.
I mean, here's the bet, right? They're betting that
'Cause everyone's
Mayfield's their guy, right? And they're betting that on his rookie deal, they're going to slide all the chips onto the table right now while he's cheap. Right? They're going to slide him all on the table right now while he's cheap. Because they've got Chubb, they've got Mayfield, right? And everything outside of that, they view as replaceable.
I mean, they could. That could be the deal. That could change the game though of how people do it. You
Sure.
draft your running back and your quarterback, and you get all the fringe players, spend all the money on them.
Yep.
It's
Draft picks don't matter. Trade them.
It's so
Trade 'em away.
fascinating. It's so fascinating to think about that. Because if it doesn't work,
Oh God, it sets the franchise back 7 years. Drafting Mayfield would be a waste. If they lose. Let me put it through this way. If they finish in the bottom 5 of NFL teams in record this season, what they did will be known as the greatest front office collapse ever. Because you didn't have to trade for OBJ. You didn't have to.
No.
You already got Landry. You got Higgins, who seemed to be coming on with Mayfield last season.
yeah.
It'll be known as a monstrous, epic collapse.
And a lot of people were beating up Gettleman over this move, not the Browns.
Yeah.
I saw it differently. I don't know why, because giving up 3 players I know he's dynamic. I know he's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take that away from him. You have an LSU product that's amazing and dynamic.
Yeah.
And Landry. Why do you need OBJ?
Well, let's look at the difference of dynamics here, right? So you have a quarterback who is on his final year with the team.
Yeah.
So why have the receiver? You're going to be starting over again.
I understand
right?
that.
So the Browns have the opposite perspective. They say, well, we've got a young quarterback. Let's get him as many resources as we can.
Yeah.
So they have a very opposite perspective on that.
Well,
the Giants need the pick to rebuild because they're just that bad.
I know they're going to be that bad. I know they are that bad. However, I always took it as different. I always flipped it. If I want a rookie guy, if I'm bringing in a rookie quarterback, I want a veteran wideout to teach him. Like we talk about with Allen. You want a veteran guy to hold him accountable. OBJ would hold him would be so much more beneficial to a rookie quarterback.
Sure.
Like you said with Mayfield. Why won't the Giants have that same thought process?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense if you're concerned that OBJ wouldn't be able to handle the transition to a rookie quarterback well. If he was just going to check out.
Well, then why would Browns make the trade then? He's not a rookie, I understand. He's second year, but
right. Yeah.
They do have very similar personalities, it seems like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think OBJ is going to go where he is going to get the most, where he's going to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be involved. And he doesn't get a yes or a no on the Browns.
No.
He doesn't get a choice. So it's not like it's not like he had the option to turn the deal down.
But we've seen guys that go from big cities to Cleveland, and then they're not in the NFL anymore.
They disappear. Yeah, I don't know how this one's going to play out. OBJ's a big personality.
It's a soap opera in Cleveland. I still got the one in the north, man.